AEW Double or Nothing is this weekend, and I will give you the most factual predictions for the show. We have FTR versus Christian Cage and Adam Copeland in an I Quit match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I think this is the time that FTR are going to lose their tag team championships. FTR and Christian Cage and Adam Copeland have been feuding for over almost a year now, so it's time to put this feud to bed. And what a better way to put it to bed than Christian Cage and Adam Copeland winning the World Tag Team Championships together in shit, I don't know how long. Plus, Adam Copeland is 1-0 in I Quit matches, but unfortunately Christian Cage is 0-1 in I Quit matches. But still, even then, I think FTR finally lose their championships this time around, and hopefully the feud ends. I mean, nothing personal against the tag teams, but damn, can we get something else? So I have Christian Cage and Adam Copeland picking up the World Tag Team Championships. We have Mina Shirakawa versus Athena in the quarterfinals of the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Gee, I wonder who's winning this one. But all jokes aside, Athena should win this match 100%. Actually, she should go to the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. And actually, I think maybe she could win it. I mean, we don't truly know. The tournament hasn't even started yet. But Athena has a pretty good chance of going very, very far. I love Mina Shirakawa, but Athena is a whole different animal. She's been a champion for over 1,200 days. How do you stop something like that? I feel like if Athena did go very far and end up winning the tournament, maybe she might relinquish her ROH Women's Championship so she can focus on the AEW Women's World Championship, or just let her be a double champion, fuck it. But I do know I do have Athena winning this match and advancing in the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. We have Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly for the AEW Continental Championship. My oh my, these boys meet once again. Months back, this is just personal, but now it's for the AEW Continental Championship. O'Reilly did survive Moxley on Dynamite, so we know he can go the distance with Moxley. And honestly, Kyle O'Reilly might be Jon Moxley's kryptonite. I mean, at Full Gear, he tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly. In Blood and Guts, he tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly. So maybe Kyle O'Reilly is the one to defeat Jon Moxley. But I think Jon Moxley's gonna get his win back. This isn't the Jon Moxley of October and November of last year. This is a whole different beast. He sharpened his mind, he sharpened everything. So I think Jon Moxley's gonna get his big win back against Kyle O'Reilly, and he will retain his AEW Continental Championship. We have Chris Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite versus the Demand, the Don Callis family, and the Dogs, and Stadium Stampede. Jesus, that's a load of motherfuckers right there. Though I was hoping for another Anarchy in the Arena, it's basically the same thing, except this one will be in a football field. Or, fuck it, they're in New York. Go to Madison Square Garden and do this shit. But I know this match will still be fun nonetheless. Someone said it on Twitter, I don't know who it was, but they brought up a great point. They might play Who Let the Dogs Out during this match for the Dogs. It's gonna let the bodies hit the floor from last year's Anarchy in the Arena. But God, it would be so fucking funny if they did. And I think Chris Jericho might do an in-match performance of Judas. Everyone's gonna be going to war with each other, and he just pulls out a microphone. You are beautiful on the inside. I think I have Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite winning this match. Chris Jericho, the poor bastard, has been beaten up by the Demand for weeks, so it's about time he finally gets his get back. And what better way to do it in Stadium Stampede? So I'm picking Chris Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite to win Stadium Stampede this year. We have Thekla versus Hikaru Shida versus Kris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter in a fatal four-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. A lot of choices here for the winner, but I think I can confidently say that Thekla will not be retaining her Women's World Championship. And I don't think Kris Statlander is going to win it back either. So it's either between Jamie Hayter and Hikaru Shida. But All In is in London. And guess where Jamie Hayter's from? So I could see Jamie Hayter walking into All In as the Women's World Champion. But even though I don't have Hikaru Shida winning, I do think she finally turns heel. They've been teasing it for weeks and weeks, and I think Double or Nothing will be her breaking point. And I think she will snap on Kris Statlander. But the winner of this match will be Jamie Hayter, and she will be the new Women's World Champion. We have Swerve Strikland versus Bandido in the quarterfinals of the Men's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Oh man, what a matchup we have here in the first round. And it's hard to choose who I want to win. Swerve Strikland, I love the man. And Bandido, one of the best wrestlers in the world, I love him too. Man, it's hard to choose. Could have Bandido going all the way because he's just that damn good. But to be quite honest, I think Swerve Strickland's going to pull away with the win here. I feel like they're setting up Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Especially since the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament will be at Forbidden Door, the same event they had their first match together almost 2 years ago. So yeah, they're probably setting up that rematch. But I'd be okay with either man winning this match. But but I do have Swerve Strickland advancing in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. We have Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe in the quarterfinals of the men's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Yet again, another sexy matchup in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. One of my all-time favorites, Samoa Joe, and one of the best wrestlers in AEW, Will Ospreay. Though I love Samoa Joe, I think I have Will Ospreay in this one. John Moxley and the Death Riders have really helped Will Ospreay. Even Will Ospreay said it himself. John Moxley and the Death Riders reboot him. They reboot him. And it has shown. Will Ospreay has evolved into someone potentially very dangerous. It's kind of crazy that John Moxley went to almost ending Will Ospreay's career to helping Will Ospreay's career. And I'm very interested to see where this story's going. Will Will Ospreay join the Death Riders? Will Will Ospreay turn heel and turn into a sick, savage son of a bitch? Will Will Ospreay say fuck you to John Moxley and win the championship on his terms? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on, but I'm very excited to find out. So I have Will Ospreay winning the match and advancing in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. We have Konosuke Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada for the AEW International Championship. At first when this match was announced, I was very excited, but as the weeks went on, it kinda died down. It's kinda like they forgot about this feud. And honestly, at points, I forgot this match was even happening. So hopefully this will be the last of their feud. But who do I have winning the match? I hope Konosuke Takeshita wins this match. This feud and this big moment for him has been building up for months. Okada basically took the Continental Classic from him after cheating. And all the shit talking and little brothering him, it's all finally gonna come to a head at Double or Nothing. And I think Konosuke Takeshita will get his big win against Okada and he will win the International Championship. And if Okada wins and retains his championship, I don't know where they go from here, honestly. Half the time I forget Okada's even the International Champion. So I think Konosuke Takeshita should win the International Championship and end this feud once and for all. And maybe, just maybe, get kicked out of the Don Callis family and turn face. And we have the main event, Darby Allin versus MJF for the AEW World Championship, title versus hair. I am extremely excited for this match. And I just want to say real quick, Darby Allin's World Championship reign has been amazing. I mean, Darby Allin's been putting on bangers each and every week until Sammy Guevara put his head in the picture. But still, just outrageous output from Darby Allin. This is the run of a lifetime for him. And he did say he's gonna go until the wheels fall off. But I think that might be soon, because not too long ago, in his match against Sammy Guevara, he literally passed out from fatigue. He was too tired to even keep in the Scorpion Deathlock. So maybe at Double or Nothing, the wheels will fall off and Darby Allin's body just can't take it anymore. But on the other side, they've been teasing MJF going bald for weeks, and it has been entertaining stuff, especially with their backstage segment where MJF's walking and he sees all the bald people. He gets freaked out like it's some sort of horror movie, and Andrade being an absolute asshole, flexing his luxurious hair at him. It's just great stuff. Plus, I think MJF would be the type of person that he would shave his head bald for this. And I don't think he would mind looking silly and getting his head shaven, so they could go either way. But it's hard to choose, especially with All In around the corner. What are the plans for All In? What is gonna happen here? Is Darby Allin gonna go into All In? Is MJF going into All In? Is someone completely random going into All In as the world champion? Who knows? But what I do know is I cannot doubt Darby Allin. Just a few days before he won the damn thing, I doubted him and saying I don't think he's gonna be world champion anytime soon. Darby Allin wants to go after the AEW World Championship. I don't think Darby Allin wins the World Championship anytime soon. And guess what the motherfucker did? He won the World Championship a few days later and proved me and probably a lot of people wrong. So it's hard to pick who's gonna win, because you can either go Darby Allin retains and he keeps on going on this phenomenal streak he's on, and then sooner rather than later the wheels finally fall off and someone beats him and MJF gets shaved bald, or you can have MJF just win the championship for the third time, because Darby Allin will be tired, don't get it twisted. But I think I have MJF on this one, to be honest. Though I'll be okay with any man winning, I think I have MJF on this one. And that is my predictions for AEW Double or Nothing. Do you agree with them? Probably not. They're probably all wrong. I am very excited for Double or Nothing, but I am kind of sad, because originally there's going to be a match between Willow Nightingale and Alex Windsor in the quarterfinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, but Willow Nightingale is unfortunately injured. I think it's her shoulder if I remember right, and man, that just sucks. She had to relinquish the TBS championship. Willow, whatever you need, if you need a shoulder or anything, please, I'll fucking give you both of my shoulders, please. I don't need them. You need them more than I do. But even with that sad note, Double or Nothing is looking like a spectacular show. Will it be as good as last year's Double or Nothing? We'll just have to find out. But what I do know is I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future. so stop them by when the time comes. But until then, be careful.